Friends, we have 3 days left to finish modifying this van into an off-grid beast. Can we do it?
Good question.
Well, what are you standing here for? Get to it, man.
Here he comes.
My cousin David, aka Stilts, has been awesome, not only hosting us at his beautiful cabin in the woods, but also doing so many pickups as our products arrive.
Oh, here we go. What you got there, Stilts? Got some presents. There's be a battery in there.
Oh, is that with the
Oh my God, that's not going to fit. We got these solar panels. Oh, Sue's just warming up the skylight so I can get in there and hello. Give the thing a bit of a clean. And of course, we'll start at that side. You see how dirty the roof is. I want to give the roof a good clean before the solar panels go up.
God, your game.
Hey, hop. Ah, damn it. Do it again. Oh, good catch. Hey, hop. Oh, God, I'm... Right, well, that's the housekeeping duties done. The roof is clean, ready for me to go up. Now, I haven't decided on the orientation of the panels, so rather than lugging these hefty things up and down, I've gone to the trouble of cutting a couple of panel size templates, cardboard templates, the packaging, and yeah, let's go and see how we're going to do this. So that's the way I would like to orientate them. The junction boxes for the panels are at the rear, and then that's going to mean a lot less cable moving from the panels to the entry box.
This made me so nervous.
Okay. There you go. Ready? And I need to be able to sit down on the, hang on. There we go. That's how you do it. There we go. That's where I'll put those polystyrene corner pieces on so it didn't damage the roof.
I think we broke a bunch of WH&S regulations here, but at least we got it done.
Yeah. It's a good thing about having the panels on the polystyrene, just sliding up, and there you go. Lining up the holes, beautiful. There you go, all lined up. Quick update to let you know how we're tracking. So for each of the 4 feet, this first one's done. I'm just pre-drilling the tech screws, vacuuming up the filings. It's very important to get rid of all the metal filings, prevent any rust, and then with a clean rag with metho or petrol, whatever you want to use, just cleaning that up. Follow along with some Sikaflex. I want the screws to take Sikaflex down into the holes for further weatherproofing, rust proofing. Well, that, my friends, is the end of day 10 of 13. We've got 3 more days up our sleeve, and I'm super happy that managed to get the 2 solar panels up today, considering they didn't arrive till around 1 o'clock. It's now 7:15, and it's time to...
Beer o'clock.
Yeah, I think we deserve one today, didn't we?
So tonight we're drinking a Hobgoblin IPA. What's it like, Nige? Still with your head torch on.
Very good, actually. So the first job for day 11 is routing the cable from the solar panels, starting with this bayonet fuse, 30 amp fuse, the joiners and the cable down to the battery. Into it.
Get up that ladder, mate.
Get up there, young man.
I mean, and don't you just love Nigel's work attire today? Rompers and socks and jandals. Aussie safety boots, I believe they're called.
Aussie safety boots, they're so easy on and off. Right, so now before I climb off the roof and contemplate some lunch, and I'm just finished cleaning up my mess. I wanted to just double check the wiring. This foam I've done like this. It just kind of prevents a lot of banging around as you're going over bumps. Oh, I forgot to point out that I am referring to a diagram of the wiring system. I'm not taking credit for this, so check out Greg Virgo's channel. He's an absolute masterclass when it comes to this sort of thing, and you'll see it on his budget build series. It's just a really nice, simple setup. I've just turned my attention to the left-hand corner where all the cables are running, and then down into where the new house battery is going to be. Just tidying up the cables, making sure that we've got Coro on the wires, protecting them. Look at that bad boy. Okay, so which way are we going to orientate? There's not a lot of room here. Fingers.
Shit.
But it fits.
It's in.
Heaps of room.
Another day is coming to an end here.
Morning friends, today is day 12 of the mini build. Question is, the big question, is this the 12th and last time the bed comes out?
I bet it's not.
That's okay, we've still got tomorrow as well. We've got effectively 13 days, so anyway, no pressure, see how we go. So I've got everything set up, so before I go ahead and wire everything up, I just wanted to point out what we have here. Starting on the left, one massive 200 ampere lithium battery. This is the isolator for the solar, probably the first thing I fit. The blade fuse box, excuse me, a 40 amp fuse plug to protect the system, Bluetooth module, whole host of wiring that comes with this control box. I'm going to love this for the ease of fitting, assuming it all goes to plan. Here, smart charger controller, and then I've got my wiring diagram to refer to as I go. All the cables and wires have been put through, as you can see, with the relevant tags to them, just so I know what goes what is coming from where, and we'll itemise each of these 12 volt hookups as we go.
So here's the plan and here's the reality. How's it going back there, Nige?
Upside down.
Oops.
So we want the blade fuse box to be accessible for those times where the fuses blow. Does happen.
Not very often, but it has happened once or twice.
Exactly. So go ahead and has a sexy cover with all the when I can find it. And it identifies which blade fuse is which. Okay, folks, the U-Butte battery is going in.
Watch how Nigel's hands just fit.
Just.
Oh God, Those knuckles, look at that.
Skinning my knuckles.
Ow.
Ouchie.
Ow.
And in.
In.
It's on Velcro.
Awesome.
Tell what? Not gonna move.
That is not moving. Nigel's doing a sterling job here. It's coming along. All the bits and pieces are starting to get joined up.
Day 13 of 13. Here we go. Is that our friend? Oh. Morning, Bob. Look at him go. He's come to say good day. He's right near the doorstep.
Nigel will always stop work for a bird, friends. Always.
Well, he is kind of cute.
This small robin, affectionately known as Wob, became our unofficial mascot for the build. We would feed him crumbs every day. Let's see how we go here. He'll fly away. Can you see him there? Oh, he hasn't flown yet. It's okay, little guy. He's getting more and more game. He's come for his breakfast of crumbs. Bless him.
So are we going to make it, folks? What time? 10:30. It's coffee time, and
Of course we're going to make it.
I'm trying not to get stressed out, but the clock is ticking, and it's 1 o'clock, and tickety tock tock tock.
Okay, Nigel believes that we're all set up and ready to go.
Well, yeah, for the first test.
First test.
Next air fan.
Next air fan. Here we go. Hey.
That'll work, that'll do. And we've got a tick here on the controller and an orange light here, so something's not quite right here. But we do have a lot of sensors that haven't been fitted yet, so I'm not too concerned about that. There's no red lights.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
So we'll keep going. Right on cue here, Sue. So it's now 3:30. I'm starting to get a little bit excited now. I've finished all the wiring. I've just gone on and Bluetooth the system to the app. I would have liked to have, done a lot more filming and documented the process, but to be perfectly honest, just been flat chat. It's like I say, we're getting almost time to tools down, and it's the last day.
We finished today. It's 5 o'clock on the last day. So tomorrow we have to drive back to London so Nigel can fly out. The one thing that we haven't done yet is replaced our fridge. It's going to be a bit of a nightmare, the whole fridge situation.
All right, friends, just wanted to run you through a summary of what the setup is here in our upgraded factory built Pössl. So we have a 200 amp hour lithium battery, which is supplying power to our 12 volt items. We run down here, we've got a MPPT or charging device, and the DC to DC charging connection, and lastly we have a solar power isolating switch. So all in all, a pretty simple setup, and I think we're going to be delighted with it.
So today is our last day in the woods. The bed is not coming out today, but what we are doing is packing up all of our stuff. So we still have quite a bit of stuff, which we have to pack up. Clean up out here, a bit of a clean up inside, and yeah, make our way. This is it. We're saying farewell to the beautiful cabin in the woods.
Well, morning friends. It's Sue going ahead. We've got to drop this hire car off. Oh, God. Not good for the paintwork. Now we come to the dodgy, hectic, steep part where Stilts had to tow us up in the truck. It's been, we had a lot of rain, so it's been quite badly cut up. I don't have a low range gear obviously in this thing, and I'm just going to have to use the brakes. Just
We headed back over the Prince of Wales Bridge into England and spent the night at a pub stay.
Just contemplating my last evening on this tour break. We're in a small pub outside of Reading. I contemplate having to pack my bags to go to work tomorrow, which is not the fun part.
And the next morning I had to drive Nigel to the airport. My first time driving the van, a left-hand drive vehicle on the left-hand side of the road. It was very scary.
Morning friends. So Susie's behind the wheel as she takes me to the airport. First time behind the wheel in the Pössl. Their baptism of fire. Welcome to Heathrow. So how'd that go, bud? Well done.
Oh my God.
Look at that. There she goes. There goes the Pössl. See you in 6 weeks.
Now you might be wondering, what about the fridge? In our last video we talked about all the drama we had with the fridge. We took out the old fridge, the absorption fridge, three-way fridge, whatever you want to call it, which really didn't work that effectively unless it was plugged into 240 or 230, but mains power. We decided that we wanted to get rid of that fridge and replace it with a fully 12-volt fridge. And we had lots of backwards and forwards with various different suppliers. Well, I'm pleased to say that yesterday we got our new fridge installed. So I want to give a huge shout out to Dan, Sharon and everyone at Latang Auto Electrics. They not only wired the fridge for us, I mean Nigel had run most of the wiring, but they also built the cabinet to go around the fridge. Okay, so Dan is reversing the Pössl down. Thank God I didn't have to do this. So there is new fridge in the box. Looking rather big. So the fridge is out of the box. It's very tall and very skinny. So we've got Dan and Marcus fitting the fridge. Doing a great job. And the guys are just doing the final fitting now. So they did a great job for a very reasonable price. We highly recommend you check them out if you need any auto electrical work done here in the UK. They're located in Bristol. So let's have a look at this new fridge. Okay, this is a very little area to film in, so thankfully this camera is quite wide angle. So as you can see, our fridge, it's a slimline fridge and it takes up pretty much the entire space. So the compressor is down here at the bottom. So this fridge is 130 litres. Sorry, 140 litres, I think. So it's slightly larger than the fridge we had in Australia. I don't have much food in there yet because I haven't done a food shop, but there is a bit. But as you can see, plenty of room for cans, jars, all that sort of stuff in the door. Plenty of room for everything else you need in the actual fridge. It's got quite a decent sized freezer, definitely bigger than the old freezer. Just got a couple of ice packs in there at the moment. And this little pull-out drawer, which is a little bit sticky. Well, it's got nothing in it. Not sure what we'll put in there. It has these little things that stick up to stop the food falling forward as you're driving. And then this great drawer down the bottom for all your fruit and vegetables. And this is also where we'll store like things like our oat milk, and I guess beer bottles that need to stand up will be down in here as well. And in terms of the power, I mean, the fridge had to get too cold last night. So it has been on now for, I guess, about 16 hours, and it's only drawn just over 10% of our battery power. So big thumbs up. And I'm sure now that it's got itself to cold, it's not going to need to run the compressor as much. So it won't be using as much power. Now, one other thing that we haven't mentioned about this new van conversion is how we're going to power our 240 or 230, our AC devices. So here in Europe, they call it 230. I know in Australia, we call it 240, and that's the equivalent of your 110 if you're in North America. So if you are in North America, you may know that the voltage is a little different over here in Europe. In our last van, we had an inverter which ran all of those devices. In this van, we've decided to do something a little bit different, and we'll let you know all about that in the next video, which will be coming to you from an exciting new location. So make sure you don't miss that one. Thanks so much for watching today, and we will see you next time.